Hello everyone, Sadly here, and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock Season 4. Today we're going to be working on building up the mega base, getting all the details and decorations finally finalized, and also installing some redstone for the first time. We're going to be laying the groundwork for all of the farms, and basically getting this entire thing ready to become an ultimate farming area. This base is 380 blocks tall from bedrock to build height, so it takes a very long time to build. This episode has been delayed several times because there's probably about 10, 12 plus hours of building done within it. There's 4 main projects for today. We need to finish building the right side of the base and get those pillars installed. We need to decorate the entire hole going down to bedrock. We need to build up the top of the hole, that way it actually blends with the terrain surrounding it. And then finally, after all of that's done, we will finally have a place to install our redstone, and then we can begin construction on a multi-item storage and getting all of the rest of the farms installed. This is gonna take a very long time. This is kind of an episode because there is a lot of stuff that needs to be done in a very small episode. First things first, let's build up those right side pillars. Sometimes you just have a base spider, and sometimes they're really helpful. I mean, this guy's eating flies, he's eating bugs, he's doing all kinds of good stuff for us. This is my first official pet of the base. Base spider. Look how cute he is. Look at all of his cute little eyes. Aw, he's winking. So I have some unfortunate news for each and every single one of you watching. The Truly Bedrock server, after many times, after many delegations, after many delays, and after Foxy finally getting back from vacation, we have finally updated to 1.18.10, or whatever the update is. So the Furnace God is officially big RIP. No more Furnace Gods. No more levels. We are at 1,117 levels. So here is the furnace. We're going to officially stop the furnace. You've had a very good run, Sir Furnace God. We will no longer be using this here furnace for any form of smelting on the Truly Bedrock server. But this is not the end of our smelting shenanigans. We're gonna build up a many mega smelter and basically octuple the output of this thing. But we need to seriously upgrade this system and build it in the new base, and that is what we're gonna do after we get done a little bit of decoration. We need to spend some money at our evil friend, and he actually has a really great deal on glass. Basically a whole single chest for 9 diamonds. But while we're here, we are going to name one. There you go. Sun to silent. I misspelled. How did I mistype sub? You know the amount of cheeky plugs I've done in my videos over the years? How did I misspell sub? Okay, B and N is right next to each other, so, oh God. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go in shame. Now that we have all the glass and resources we need, we can start building up the lower spirals in the cylinder. This is going to take absolutely hours because they are like 260 blocks tall. There's 4 of them, and if I mess up even once, then the entire thing's ruined, and the whole base is going to explode. The beauty of RTX spirals does not fail. And then we got some of the bottom ones in as well. Oh, man. This base is going to look so good in RTX. I cannot wait for it. Even during the day, the RTX still looks pretty solid. Ooh. Oh, I like that. The magenta really does good. Look how good that is. I love it. It's a lot nicer in-game than it probably is on video, but it still looks pretty epic. We are probably about 2/3 the way done with the spirals. Whee! I recorded this clip looking up at the base, and I don't know what to say in it, so just look at it. Look at it. It looks amazing. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of to say. Sorry. It appears that we have been pranked. I log in right next to a prank for the day. Oh, no. Oh, God. It doesn't look too bad when you're just right here, but let's go ahead and let's take a sleep real quick. Okay, this is a couple. Let's fly up this. Oh, no. That's a lot of things. Oh no. How am I gonna do a time lapse with all this in the way? I legit logged in right at the very bottom of this. Oh no. Oh no. That's a cute little mushroom up there, actually. This guy's kind of cute. This is adorable. Look at the cute little end stone. Nobody ever uses end stone productively. That's great. Cute little horns, cute little eyes. This demands retaliation. That is 260-ish, 270-ish blocks of mushroom right there. This can't be Tistum because he's only beetroots. This has got to be a Mr. Zap. This is a zap right here. Especially logging in at the bottom and only being able to see the one mushroom. That definitely helps the prank hit home a little bit better. So I literally logged in right here. It's just like, oh yeah, just one mushroom, you know, no big deal. And then you back away and it's like, oh. Can't you use mushroom blocks for fuel? I know that's a thing on Java Edition. Tell me you can do that on Bedrock, because I would love to throw all these in a furnace. They are furnace fuel! Yay! That's great. Okay, Bedrock Edition's doing things right over here. I guess this is how a 100 floor mob farm would work. I especially like it up here where it's all purpley. This is really nice right here. All just one color. Check out how moody this is. That is so moody. I love it. Also very mushroomy, but that's another story. We don't technically need to remove this to fill in the rest of the base, because we don't actually need to work in the middle right now. We just need to work on the edges. All 4 of the spirals are now installed, and it's looking pretty fine indeed. However, all the spirals end on the corners right here, and I don't think that they're supposed to do that. As you can see on the creative world, they end like in the center and then go up a couple blocks, and that's how I'm going to be doing the decoration for the very top of it. But it is not like that on Truly Bedrock at all, so I need to work around how to fix that. I'm not sure why it's like this in the first place. Probably a copy-pasting error on the creative world. But yeah, I need to maybe like raise up this concrete barrier a few blocks, which might help solve this stone wall issue. The top of the base is now fixed, so the previous top of the base was like right around there-ish. I had to raise it up another 10 blocks, that way we could do like a quarter spiral. Now, all 3 of these spirals are properly done. There is 3 sea lanterns at the top, but this one has 4 sea lanterns at the top, or even 5. So somewhere along this spiral, I messed it up 2 times, which is not great. Also, I figured out the issue with the actual spirals being off-center and not ending in the center. In the creative world, this section right here is only 5 wide, but in Truly Bedrock, it is 7 wide. So it's the same diameter circle, it's just built differently between creative and survival. So that's a bit weird. Since we built up the top of the base so much, I don't want to talk about what the backsides of this looks like, because it's quite ugly. I have done a little bit of terraforming to kind of hide that side of the base, but we need to do a lot more. Anyway, we just need to fill in a little bit of the backside of the build with some snow and some ice to kind of terraform around this mess. Yeah, so now that's cleaned up a little bit. Not looking too shabby. I'm not sure what to do with that entryway right there. We'll figure that out later. But now we need to figure out this side, and this side's way worse. I used every single last bit of snow that I have, literally all of it from everywhere, so we need to build a snow farm, even though I'm literally completely surrounded by snow. Where is a good place to build this? I think I'm just going to build it in the worst spot possible, so let's just put it right here, shall we? This is how you snow farm. I thought they were a lot faster. Literally, as soon as I get done building this, a creeper blows it up. The snow golem didn't even die from that, but he died from water! Come on. Yeah, so it nuked the entire snow farm and the cocoa bean farm as well. How inconsiderate. I've never once in my life been so destroyed by one creeper. It blew up 2 entire farms. I don't want to tell you why, but this is our 3rd snowman. I would recommend that you get health insurance and life insurance. Little while later, it's all filled over. Only had to get blown up twice for it. It's fine. I have gathered the power of automatic snow. Mind the bad joke, but it's literally over 9,000 items per hour. I can't help it. It just is over 9,000 items per hour. The spider really likes snow. He's just chilling out right here. He's just like, I want a snow bath. So in order to build all the farms in the base, we need to gather an extreme amount of resources to actually do that. We've pretty much built the entire base at this point, so we don't need to worry about all of these resources. But now we need a bunch of wood and redstone, probably quartz and iron, and like all of the other things that go into making a bunch of redstone components. Probably a bunch of gold as well for rails. Basically, we should go ahead and make an entire shulker of all of the redstone components. Now, lucky for us, I do know of a way that we can completely speed run this entire process. And we're just going to grab a couple of these real quick. So, let's head off in this direction. 3 minutes of flying around this huge cave system, looking for the shop, getting completely lost, and this right here is the shop. Also, you'll notice that this is all built out of quartz. I think this entire cave is going to be built out of quartz. Anyway, this is a redstone shop, I believe. Welcome to electronic deals. Yeah, everything 1 diamond is stacked. Okay. Let's see, what do we got down here? It's very wet. Our torches, repeaters, and comparators. Hey, here we go. A diamond per 12. Get dispensers and droppers and pistons. Oh my. Observers and target blocks and note blocks and jukebox. 1 diamond per jukebox. Ah, that's such a ripoff. It should be like 1 diamond for 3, at least. Let's see. Proper redstone. That's good. Assorted rails. Okay. A lot of the stuff that's sold here I can make very easily. We just need to go do a mining session. The quartz things, like the comparators and observers, I cannot get. So I bought a whole bunch of observers. So this is all the redstone components that we have, just like kind of sitting around in random chests. Just up here. We probably have more down at the base. So maybe we don't need to go mining. Maybe what we really need to do is just organize our chests, but that doesn't sound very productive. Who wants to organize chests? Boring. It's always a good idea to have a bunch of name tags in your ender chest, and you want to make sure that they're actually named something as well. That way, when you need a name tag, you don't need to go find an anvil. So we're going to call these the lovely idea of sub to Sloy. Now it's time for some redstone, and we need to go mining to actually get to that redstone. So down to the mines we go. Not gonna die from that, because there's no water down here. Bro, this is so many diamonds right here. We just got 27 diamonds out of 1 batch. What? I don't even know how many ore that was. That was a lot. I think that was a double batch. So that was 27, and then we got another 36 on the ground. 63 diamonds. Doing a little bit of standard strip mining, you know, and I find myself a really nice naturally generated room. Look at that. Comes with a mob farm, too, even. Cool stuff. The things that you find in the cave update. Wow. So mining is way too productive in 1.18. So from like 30-ish minutes, we got ourselves a stack and 33 of diamonds. We got ourselves barely 47 gold. And then all of this stuff as well. A little bit ridiculous. We did not get nearly as much redstone as I hoped for. But all of these diamonds... So now that we've actually gone away and gotten rich in the mines, we can just buy out all the redstone. We're just going to take all of this. It doesn't cost that much, honestly. We do still need a bunch of comparators for this build, so I'm thinking we just kind of do that. There's a super sneaky, sketchy creeper. About to come up into the worst area in the world to blow up in. Like, here, let me hit your entire temporary storage and your villager trading hall and the iron farm. Every time I look at the spiders inside the snow farm, they get embarrassed and they, like, try to walk away. Are you just gonna accept it? You like snow. It's okay. It's fine. We accept you for who you are. You don't need to be embarrassed. So a couple hours of resource gathering later, we do have ourselves this entire box of actually pretty good resources. So that's going to be very helpful for building the redstone. And then we got all of this junk up here as well. Actually, a fair amount of redstone at this point. Very nice. I like that. I swear, goat. I told you not to do it. I told you don't even think about it. You know what? You know what? Yeah. Off with his head. I actually got a go-ahead. Perfect. You know what? This is gonna serve as a reminder to all goats of the area. Don't you dare think about ramming me. All of our efforts have paid off. We got many redstone resources now. This should go very well for everything. And then we also made ourselves the box of use as well, which has a variety of useful things in it that you need. No, do not tell me that the snow farm got blown up for a second time. Bruh, the entire thing got nuked. Literally the whole thing, all the redstone, the entire holding cell, all of it. And now this dude's just having way too much fun. That's the same spider that's been hanging out in the snow farm the whole time. Maybe I should light up the surrounding areas a little bit, you know, just be a little bit proactive with the creepers. Because I was literally coming over here to get snow to fill in another creeper hole that nearly hit the whole important area of the build. So, I feel like the creepers might be trying to tell me something. It's that they love me. Build the snow farm out of obsidian. That'll solve the issues. That's definitely what we need to do. That'll solve the issues. Not lighting up the area, not preventing mob spawns, not getting a mob switch. Okay, we got snow farm number 50,000. Oh, I didn't put in the redstone yet. That's fine, whatever. What is this book here? This book has been here for a second. Fair Invitation. Come one, come all to the truly Bedrock County Fair, located across the Chaos Hill, rides, games, and contests. I'll be hosting a county fair across the Come claim a booth near the stage at the back. Stock it with food. Best food will win a prize. Enjoy the rides, games, and hopefully we shall see each other there soon. A food fair, you say? Well then, I feel like somebody needs to go represent. Okay, I am sick and tired of this giant mushroom being in my way. I'm gonna go ahead and mine out apparently not the center column. Wow, I just fell really far off of that. I was going to mine out the center column to get the beacon beam back again. Basically, the only farm layout that I figured out so far is that storage goes at the top and everything else goes down there, because storage is the thing that you need the most of. So we're going to clear out a room right here, fairly large, and then we're going to put a multi-item sorter in the back of it. And then the left side of this column and the right side of this column we'll also have bulk item storage as well, so it's going to kind of wrap around this whole thing. So this is the general area that the multi-item sorter is going to be going, and because of very nice things, we can go ahead and make ourselves a structure file of the whole storage system. So this is what it's going to be looking like. This thing actually has like all the comparators and repeaters and redstone torches and like everything facing the right direction. This is going to save tons of time. So now we just got to get it into a position that we want it and actually line it up with this doorway. The creeper appears to be confused from my attack. I found where the creepers came from. Okay, so this should be incredibly straightforward for building. Basically, everywhere that we got a block, we go ahead and we place in a block. This is so much easier. And look at that, it lines up. You can double check all your timings. So that took like 30 seconds to build the bottom layer, and then we just change this guy's pose, and then bam, we get the next layer up. Yeah, so it's come to my attention that this is a chunk border going right through it, and that's going to break the whole thing entirely, because the whole base has got a chunk border going right down the middle. By design. Terrible design. Don't know who decided to do that, but what are we going to do about that? We can move it to the left and have it facing like this direction, or we can move the whole thing over like 6 blocks. I think we should move it to the right, and then we'll have the bulk storage here on the left, so we can dump in our inventory. It'll go over some bulk item sorters, and then it'll go through the multi-item storage system. Double chunk borders going right through it. Oh, that's just nasty. Yeah, that would have just completely ruined the whole thing. Well, the good news is we made a whole lot of progress on the storage system. And the bad news is we need to remake that progress. I think, for realsy dealsy, second time's the charm, this one should be fine. So, it's chunk aligned. That's the chunk border back there. It should just be good. It's got all the roof cleared. I need to fill in that roof before a creeper falls down. Right, well, we have a fair amount of the storage system built up. It is so easy to build this when you have a structure file. We can build so many things now that I didn't want to build before because they're just a pain to build. But they're so much easier to build if you got a structure file. It's amazing. Would highly recommend. But you'll notice that it's only 4 tall right now. That's because I ran out of, like, most redstone resources, and I just don't have the resources right now to finish it. So it's just gonna kind of sit here until the next episode. I would like to leave you with this beautiful visual of all of the spirals. It really does look like neon candy to the eyes, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode of Truly Bedrock Season 4. It took a very long time to make. There's been a lot of work that's gone into this. So if you enjoyed it, then consider leaving a like or possibly subscribing to help us reach 500,000. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys down in the comment section and in the next one. And then there was silence.